All right, I'm looking at another Fibble. This is the game that's just like Wordle, but on every row, one of the clues is a lie. They're starting us with Brood, which is interesting because of all the yellows and greens. So at least 3 of those 4 letters have to be in the answer. I usually like to assume the yellows and greens are true, but I think that's going to be almost impossible today. Because what if we had... Could we do this or that? If the B were the lie, is that possible? I'm not thinking it is. So the B can't be the lie because it's supposed to be green anyways. It could be the lie because it's not in the word. If there's 2 O's and the yellow O is true, then it's probably like this. And then we'd have to have a B or an R. Well, yeah, we'd have to have a B or an R. You could do this. Rotor? Rotor is interesting. It's a possible answer, and the double letters give you chances for contradictions. Okay. Okay, good. So, wow, no contradictions at all in that, which is really interesting. So, could it be motor? I think it could. Okay, so one of these 2 O's is a lie, one of these 2 T's is a lie. Everything else on those rows has to be true, which means this R is definitely true because there's definitely an R and it's definitely not second. This R is true. And these can't both be lies because one of the T's has to be a lie. Therefore, there is a second O. But and if there's 2 O's, can this one be a lie? I don't think so. Because if this is true, no. Can this one be a lie? If this is a lie, this is true, which means there is an O here. But that being a lie would have to mean, since there is 2 O's, it would have to mean that it's supposed to be green, and there's not going to be 3 O's. So I think this has to be true. And if this is a lie, then it's because the other O... Interesting. So the other O would have to be at the beginning then, because it couldn't be third. The second O, if it's not fourth, it can't be fifth. It would have to be first. It's not going to be OO at the beginning. So I think this is true. So we've got the O. We've got the other OR, I think. I think this has to be true, which means that's a lie. True, lie. So can we have this? I don't know what that would be. I think there's not going to be a B. But what's this going to be? I don't know. Oh! Honor! Yeah. I kept thinking ower, something ower. But it's honor with a silent H. Oh, I thought for sure that was it. I was 100% that was it. Okay, well, that's the lie. These are both true, so we still got the OOR. What? Oh, I thought I had it. What else could it be? Wow. What else is like this? There's a lot of things with ER, but with OR, how am I not coming up with this? I feel like I should be able to get this. Okay, so in the middle, I mean, you could V or F or S. Oh, color. Of course. Oh, it should not have taken me that long to think of color. And I can't believe I thought of honor before color. Oh, again, I was thinking O or earlier, and it's color. It's not color, but anyways. All right, well, still got it in 4, even if it took me longer to think of the answer than it should have. So let me know how your solve of this Fibble went today. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more.